If you're seeing the title, you're not seeing things. Yes, you are right. I tried making a vaccine for autism. So everyone these days wants to be autistic now because they feel autism is this quirky thing. Neurotypical people are infiltrating neurodivergent species. So I'm like, why don't we all just get along and become one? So I decided to try and create a vaccine on Blender. Yeah, what really started this whole Blender thing? If we're going to like go back to the beginning, right? I was talking with my friend some weeks ago, and we're talking about DaVinci Resolve versus Adobe Premiere Pro, and we were like basically saying DaVinci is better. Duh, DaVinci is better because it runs a node system for the color grading and all that stuff. So my friend, he does Blender stuff, and he was like, "It's just like Blender. Now Blender uses nodes," and I'm like, Blender uses nodes. Sign me up. I was so serious. I was like, I need to re-download Blender. Re-download because the first time I downloaded Blender was in 2021, like let's say March, April, I think. I'm not sure. February. I don't even know. Sharp during the whole COVID lockdown thing. And everybody was going crazy on Blender. So I was like feeling left out. So I decided, let me do. My brother was using Blender. My other friend was using Blender. So like I tried to do the donuts and I give up. Let's not factor in that I was using a trackpad and I wasn't using an external mouse. So I abandoned it because I was like, donuts. I didn't even get to the point of coloring the donuts. Like I got stuck at the icing. Fast forward to 2026 right now. This is June. And even before now, I'd been reasoning getting back into Blender, but one creative thing at a time. I was thinking of doing animation and stuff. I'm supposed to get Procreate Dreams actually, but I'm stalling because I'm broke. And not just because I'm broke, because of yeah, this. I ran away from the camp, but I thought I'll be there for like the whole 3 weeks, so I didn't want to commit too soon. Okay, sorry, ignore the noise of the microphone. I told myself when I get back from, you know, I would download Blender first thing. And that's exactly what I did. Even though I came back, I had serious malaria. In the midst of that malaria, I popped open my laptop, connected to internet and downloaded Blender 5.0. And I was slapped with this. Then I remembered I can't run DaVinci on this laptop. So I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. My graphics card is outdated, so and I can't upgrade it because I can't even update to Windows 11. I'm stuck on Windows 10. I decided to step down to the old version that I think I could remember. I got Blender 2.9, 2.8, which I don't even know why I was thinking 2.8. So my friend suggested I should get 3.0, then try 4.0. So I decided to try the donut again on 2.8 and I lost interest again. I lost interest. I was like, I'm not learning anything. Genuinely speaking, I was not learning anything. So I abandoned the donuts and decided to download 3.0, which was a very good idea because the next tutorial I was going to follow, the tutorial was done on 2.9, but then it's close to 3.0. Shout out Intranet Girl. I decided to follow the tutorial. The first render I did, it was fun. The first 20 minutes of the tutorial, I was following so well. I was grasping everything. I was finding like, yes, I finally understand Blender. Adding modifiers, how to like scale, all those things. No brainer for me. Everything was going quite well. Not seeing anything. It's not shrinking! Oh, I think it's shrinking now. But I also think it's going to crash. This thing is going to crash. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. It's going to crash. Guys, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. I'm safe, I think. Oh! There we have it. I wanted to get everything done within 24 hours. At least before I sleep even, not 24 hours because I started around 9 a.m. So I wanted to be done before 12 that I want to go and sleep. The point wasn't to get it perfect, but to get to the end. And that's exactly what I did. I got to the end by all means. So when I now saw that I got to the end, I decided it's Monday morning, let's lock in. I'm going. I am like creating stuff without having to follow the tutorial back to back. I'm even way ahead of her before I hit play again. This. I'm just way ahead because I've been here before. I'm putting the notes, everything, and then time to render. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. It is. It's 3:0. It's 3:07 and it's finally rendering frame what? Frame 0. And it's saying estimated time 2 minutes. So it's probably going to be 2 minutes per frame. Meaning by the time I wake up and finish saying the Lord's Prayer, this thing will still not be done. All this because I wanted a dopamine hit. Anyways, I'm going to bed right now. Oh, frame 1. Yay. Because I rendered it out in PNG instead of in MP4 so that it will be faster and it is better actually. It's actually recommended to export and render in picture format. If not, now you know. I put the video together and I'm seeing something weird on the label and I'm like, this is not the label I created in Affinity. That's when I start troubleshooting. 11 a.m. There's no way I did not open. I opened Reddit. I opened YouTube. I didn't open TikTok. I opened IG. I opened Chat GPT that I don't like. I had to open it. I'm not even joking. I had to open it. It helped actually, but like that was my last resort because every single place I opened, everyone was confused. Even the comment section of the tutorial, the things people were complaining about were things I had already solved myself. So I was troubleshooting up until like 2 p.m. ish. I remember my friend texted on the group chat, how far? Any progress? And I didn't even reply. I was like, I wanted to cry. My eyes were welling up with tears. I wanted to burst into tears. Because I was like, what the heck? Because of this silly UV wrap. This silly UV wrap. When you're creating the vaccine, you have 3 different elements, right? Start with the vial, the shape of the vial. That's cylinder 1. Cylinder 2 is now the cover. That's a circle. You scale it and everything. Good. The third cylinder, you now make the label to wrap around cylinder 1. Remove the faces, those 2 circles, remove them. You now use the UV wrap to create the planes, basically, where you now attach your label because the label was created outside of Blender. I created it inside Affinity. In the tutorial, you use Photoshop or whatever. I used Procreate actually, the very first one, but it didn't show and I didn't care. So I was like, this second rendering I'm doing, I want to actually make the label to show. And I lost my mind. I was ranting on the group chat and everything. Then I took a break, closed my eyes for 30 minutes, calmed my head. Opened the laptop again. And I remember my friend saying, there's no one way of doing something in Blender. And that was it. Scrap the UV wrap. So my friend suggested that I should duplicate everything and hide it. That's what saved me. So I'll not be starting from scratch. I hid the nonsense I did, unhid the duplicates and used them. I went into the UV wrap thing. I didn't create faces. That's the step I had to skip. I didn't go into I didn't create those places. I didn't use what's it called? What's that modifier called again? Subdivision. Yeah, I didn't use it. Then I had to keep trimming the label in Affinity till it fit perfectly. The purpose of those faces is so that to align exactly. It did not work, so I just kept trimming, took the thing aside. Lo and behold, when I rendered it, it started showing. In the old render, it was just showing the back of the label in 4 places. There's no troubleshooting. I did not do that yesterday. I wanted to cry. Like, it ran for me to scream. Okay, I screamed. But like, I rendered the thing yesterday and it's showing and I'm so happy. I feel so proud of myself. I cross-check all the keyframes and everything. Good and fine. I didn't even mention the first rendering I did on Sunday took like 3 hours. So I just put it and went to sleep. God, by the time I'm done saying the Lord's Prayer in the morning, it's going to be done, right? No problem. This particular render took probably 8 hours because I put it to render by 12 a.m. Went to sleep. I woke up by 7:50. This thing was still on one frame 111 out of 192. The laptop slept while I was asleep. I'm done rendering and I'm like, this is amazing. And then I now see something weird inside the shrink wrap. It's another head. And I'm like, the label is showing. I'll render it another day. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I've not shut down this laptop since Monday morning. Blender is fun. Blender is hard. It's a roller coaster. My friends kept telling me that this is just the beginning, and I'm like, I'm happy with what I made, and I'm actually really, really excited to make more because I've been wanting to go into 3D stuff for a while. I wish I started earlier, but at the same time, it's like I'm glad I didn't get past that donuts then, because if I did, I'll probably spend a longer time trying to learn what I want to do, because I want to go into like character stuff. Like, I want to deal with human beings, not necessarily hyperrealism, but whatever. So I decided to start the right way, the artist way. Primitive forms. This thing I did is basically primitive forms. Cylinders, cube, cylinders, cube. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is just the beginning. This is basically the beginning of my 3D artist journey. Um, I can't get a new laptop, unfortunately. I'm saving for a new phone because I really need a better PC. My mom's PC is way better, but obviously she's not going to give me. She's still using it. And I also don't want to overcommit because of I'm going to keep showing this thing. I'm a slave. Governance I'm a government slave for like a whole year. I was supposed to post my sketchbook video, but I filmed it actually 2 days before going for, but then it was cringe and everything, so I want to refilm it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Yeah. There's nothing I did not tweak today. Jesus. I kept connect alpha to alpha, connect vector to vector, connect this one to this one, remove this node, add this node, disable this node from this side, duplicate this one, and connect this one. I was just like that for like 2 hours straight.